What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Bench Time. I'm Ben. This is Tyler.
Super wild card
Weekend.
That's all that matters right now.
Oh, yeah. Excited, and can't wait.
Dude, I get to just sit back and watch some football, see who's going to play us.
Yeah.
But, because
Yeah.
we're the number one seed. So
It's okay. We won't talk about Week 18 either. Don't matter. We got Carson Wentz out here playing probably the worst football I've ever seen.
Yeah,
that's another story.
That's pretty horrid. But our O-line did not want to try at all. Anyway, we'll get into that.
Nothing want to do.
Yeah, wild card weekend. The regular season is over. The shit teams are shit. They're gone. You won't see them until the draft or the combine. And the greatest 14 teams are here to remain and show who's the top dog around here.
5 teams who have not won a Super Bowl are looking to win their first Super Bowl this year.
Yes.
5 teams.
Exciting.
Broncos back in it for the first time in a decade. It's going to be a really fun playoffs experience.
It's nice. There's some new teams in there that you're not used to seeing.
Yeah.
So let's get right into the weekend slate of these games.
Let's do it. Starting off with the first game of super wild card weekend, we have the Los Angeles Chargers going to Houston. The line here, 2.5.
Fun fact: the Texans have always played at 3:30 every playoff game. It might be since like the 90s or something, some stat, but I know like their last 14 or 15 games, they've always played Saturday at 3:30.
Houston?
Yes.
Since 2002, probably, whenever they were.
Okay, so yeah, since 90s, yeah, since 2002. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, no, they've only played on Saturdays.
Yeah.
At 3:30. I thought
that
was kind of funny.
Kind of odd.
But yeah, the Texans are underdogs at home.
Yeah, in the Stroud House, which is pretty crazy to think, but it's a very banged up team.
Yeah.
Tank Dell out, Stephon Diggs out. I mean, you're relying on Nico Collins and Joe Mixon to just go out and get it done.
Yeah, they still got a pretty good D line.
Yeah.
And their defense is still, okay.
The O-line's been a problem for them this year,
But
though.
yeah, it's been the O-line that's been a problem.
Yeah.
And I mean, the Chargers, they've got a solid O-line and they've got a D-line.
They've got a good
defense. They've got a lot going on. They're
a
solid team.
Top 5 in points per game allowed on defense, or scoring defense, actually.
Okay, yeah.
Scoring defense. So they're very good, especially against the run. So I wouldn't imagine Houston gets very far with the run too much in this game. They're going to be doing a lot of throwing.
And they're going to need the run, which is unfortunate because they can't rely on Nico Collins the entire game.
Yeah.
And Dalton Schultz, So, all in all, though, because of what we're saying, I'm going to take the Chargers money line and -2.5.
And I will follow that because Jim Harbaugh has this team moving. And nobody wants to say it, but Justin Herbert is a better quarterback than CJ Stroud. Am I crazy to say that?
No.
I don't think so.
I really thought you were going to say someone else for a second. So my heart started beating for a second.
Because I think right now, if you talk to a lot of people, they're going to put CJ Stroud in their top, certain number of quarterbacks just because of his rookie year. But, Justin Herbert has not had a successful start to his career, mostly because of Brandon Staley.
Yeah.
Never a good sign.
Yeah.
Offense was just never there. And the defense was absolutely never there.
I mean, I would agree, though. I've always kind of been a Herbertsky fan. But CJ Stroud, I see where you're coming from. A lot of people would put him above Herbert because Herbert doesn't put out those impressive stats. But then again, he doesn't really have – I mean, Ladd is now that wide receiver one for sure. But
I mean, he's almost as big as Josh Allen. He moves very well. He makes the plays he needs to. He manages the game right. I mean, I don't know what...
He's a mobile game manager.
Yeah.
Who can throw the ball 900 yards.
Get out of the pocket. Find Quentin Johnston. Hopefully he catches it. Find Ladd McConkey. He's catching it. Complete opposites.
Well, it's funny because Quentin Johnston will get the touchdowns.
Yeah.
But Ladd will catch the ball.
Yeah.
Weird.
And then he had 15 catches in this past Week 18 game, which is just absurd. But shout out him. So yeah, -2.5 Chargers money line. We like this game a lot. First game of the week. Love it.
Yeah, we're gonna put the money lines in these too, just so you know what you want to parlay, and just because there's only 6 games, so why not? It's
Yeah.
the playoffs too, so this is bigger than just a spread.
This is
This is
this is the path to greatness. There's only so many times in your lifetime that you will see your team go to the Super Bowl. And this starts for one of these teams today to end up with the ring and the championship they desire.
every team has a chance.
Every
Every
team.
team.
Everyone is 0-0 right now. Thank
Thank you.
you.
Next, the Steelers go to Baltimore,
Oh.
and the Ravens are favored by 9.5.
That's not that crazy.
That's
what?
crazy.
That is not that crazy.
What?
I'm counting the Steelers completely out at this
I
point.
guess I can't remember a big line from the playoffs, but I don't know. I just even in the regular season for a divisional game, that just seems huge.
Yeah, it seems large, but
anyways, give me Ravens
absolutely
9.5 and the money line.
Yeah, they're gonna win by 14, maybe more.
Yeah, the Steelers.
I don't know what
they're
else to tell
falling
you.
apart.
If you take the Steelers here, going into Baltimore,
Only Steelers fans are taking.
oh, absolutely, Tone Diggs. If you're watching this,
He's not
which
watching
you're not,
this, no.
but if you do at some point in your life, just know we were against you on this
Dude,
one.
he's probably not taking the Steelers either.
As he should.
was saying today that he's not.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So I think he's good on that one. So yeah. Anyways, gonna just quickly move on from that one.
Denver goes to Buffalo.
Yes.
In the last AFC game.
A Von Miller full circle, folks.
Welcome. Welcome. The former glory of Super Bowl 50.
50.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes.
The Cam Newton scare, man.
Yeah. Buffalo Bills here, favored by 8.5, 9 points.
One thing that, speaking of Von Miller, one play that I'll always remember from Von Miller was when he was on the Broncos and they were playing in Buffalo. I think it was Tyrod Taylor that he sacked. And he was pretending to help him up, and then he went like this or something.
It might have been. I think you're right.
And I don't remember if there's a flag called or not, but I just remember thinking like, damn, that wasn't even cool.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Like, I know he was trying to be cool, but that was just disrespectful. And now he's on the Bills. It's funny. Now he's got to bring Tyrod Taylor for a backup quarterback.
Yeah.
The Bills. Then everything is full circle. That's Infinity 8 right there.
That'd be crazy. I mean, he's in New York, so just a little move over there.
Kind of walk on over.
Yeah, actually, he's in New Jersey. He can go to New York.
Same stadium, so technically they probably do see each other.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Not same stadium. What am I thinking? Never mind. All right.
Denver. We're gonna take the Denver spread here, plus 8.5. I think it's
a big spread.
It's gonna be a close game. It's gonna come down to one score, maybe a field goal. But yeah, I think Buffalo is still gonna pull this game out. Buffalo money line all the way on this one. I don't see a wild card weekend without the Bills advancing.
Yeah.
Denver's new to this. Besides Sean Payton. Sean Payton's been here. He's done this, but he's got a rookie quarterback. He's gonna probably make a couple mistakes. Gonna cost him the game.
The only thing that
keep it close.
Makes me want to take the Broncos is Broncos are very good against the run and QB rush or QB runs. And Josh Allen's responsible for so much of the scoring for the Bills.
Yeah.
So if that Broncos defense can kind of hold Josh Allen down, then this game's going to be close for sure.
Absolutely. It will be.
It
will be close.
Your Packers go to the Eagles.
You're dang right. And guess what?
Spread's -4.5. You're underdogs, -4.5.
NFC East. We did this last year. We went into somebody's house and we said, no.
Nay.
No. We're going to walk in there.
Take that trap?
We're going to walk into Philly. We're going to take the Liberty Bell. And we're going to bring it back to Green Bay.
That's crazy.
Absolutely, it will be. We're winning this football game, just for starters. I'm just ready to run through a brick wall, honestly.
Winning the football game.
We're winning.
I like it.
One game at a time. The previous time we went to the Super Bowl, it started off having to go to Philly and play Philly in the wild card. Michael Vick.
I mean, kind of like what we were talking about earlier. Jalen Hurts hasn't played in weeks, and even if he does play,
Yeah.
your guys' defense is good.
We do have both of
And-
our quarterbacks limited right now in practice. Jordan Love is having a little soreness in the throwing elbow. Kind of worried. Kind of not, though.
I think
He
they're
should be able to get it
Both your
together.
quarterbacks, they're doing this on purpose.
Yeah, they're definitely throwing them both on the injury report for a reason.
Yeah. No, Jordan Love will be out there.
Yeah.
Of
course. Yeah.
Both quarterbacks will be out there. Breaking news, bench time.
Yep.
Both quarterbacks will be playing.
We'll see Quay Walker back. We'll see Evan Williams back.
Jair?
Jair will be sitting out and maybe returning for the Super Bowl if that is in our sights.
Oh, no.
The bench time, we got our sources mixed up. I want to not thank the person who gave me that source.
That was Jerry in the back.
Yeah, evil
He's
Jerry.
been fired since.
So yeah, that's really, really unfortunate. You know, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Honestly, that's really sad. That hurts really bad.
All right. Yeah, I think even if Jalen Hurts plays, he's going to struggle. I think it's going to come down to some defense. I think you guys are going to pull through a little bit. It's going to be. There's always some underdog upsets, and especially in wild card.
Yeah.
And I like the Packers. Green on green. You guys played week 1 and the Eagles bested you guys.
Yeah, just by 5 too, and it was in Brazil. I mean, we don't play well, outside the country, but
yeah, and both teams were still getting it together too. But Jacobs is hot right now.
And what I like too is in Aaron's final year, he got hurt whenever we were playing in Philly, and Jordan Love came in and threw like a 60-something yard touchdown to Christian Watson and almost brought us back and won that game. So I think he's almost going to have like a little bit of like fire in his step to this one. It's going to be like, okay, I almost beat these guys last time, and I came in the fourth quarter. I mean,
yeah,
I think he's just going to have a little something here.
Yeah, I don't think
it
matters what quarterback you guys have playing. I think it's just going to be
Josh Jacobs needs to go. I'm talking 30
I
carries.
think this is just going to be a classic football game of running and defense.
I want to see a total of like 45, 50 carries at the end of the day.
Probably with Saquon and Jacobs.
I'm talking just from the Packers running backs.
Oh.
I'm talking
I want to see Marshawn Lloyd with 50 for my – that's just for my card, though.
Insane. Insane. Yeah. We need a heavy dose of the run. We're going to need to stop the run and just contain Jalen Hurts, get to him. It's going to be tough. That's a good O-line. So
yeah. Might be a nice little SGP there to take under on quarterback, over on running back attempts / yards.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
It's going to be a big running game, I think.
Yeah.
The weather could permit it, too. It's going to be in Philly. It could be cold. Could be
I don't
snow.
know what the over or under is, but I don't like to bet those.
No.
But might sneak around with a little under.
I think it's 46.
Really? I was thinking like 42.
Yeah, a lot of the early slate games, like the Houston and Baltimore game, those are like 42. Which the LA and Houston game,
if there's some over under bettors out there, I don't like those because those make me want to throw up. But
yeah,
I like the under, and under on some passing yards.
Yeah,
and over on attempts, probably more than yards and rushing. But
yeah,
I might do a little something with that. All right.
So that's
Packers money line spread
4.5. Take it. Love
Moving on, the Commanders, they go down to Tampa. Bakerton. Baker Bay. Baker Bay.
Double B.
Huh. All right. So yeah, they're favored by 3. The Buccaneers are.
Understandable. It's going to be a close game.
I agree, but I think this is going to be a Commanders win here.
Absolutely. Commanders +3. Washington money line. Love it. Love it. I think Jaden Daniels is going to go in there. We're going to be talking about playoff Jaden Daniels here soon.
Yeah, I agree. playoff Jaden Daniels, he's not done. And then Marshawn Lattimore, Mike Evans had a good week last week. He said he's going to go to the casino and celebrate all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to get locked up by Lattimore.
Yeah, that is
And
his
no
son.
Godwin. I mean, they haven't had Godwin half the year, but
I think if you
in the playoffs, this is when you need every single one of your players
and
healthy and back.
as nice as Jalen McMillan and Bucky Irvin and all those guys have been, it's just you're missing one guy, and it's
Yeah.
Chris Godwin.
Now the Commanders' defense isn't that crazy, but they have been playing better.
Yeah.
As the year has gone on.
Yeah, their cornerbacks have gotten to a point of from Emmanuel Forbes and Burnt Toast to Mike Sandstrill out of Michigan, who's playing great football for his first year this year.
Yeah.
And Marshawn Lattimore coming on. I expect him to really make his presence felt.
Yeah,
in this game.
now they're serving avocado toast instead of burnt toast.
Absolutely.
Do you like avocado toast?
Nope, I don't like avocados.
Oh, okay. So that might have been a worse analogy for you.
Flame me in the comments. Anyway,
it's good. Get some egg on there. Throw some bacon.
Yeah, maybe I'd try it like that first. I'm not a big
I'll do that.
I never liked guac or anything. I didn't like, I haven't really indulged too much into the avocado world, but I don't know. Some of the
it's texture.
No, I'm not really a texture guy. That doesn't really bother me. I've known people that had just texture problems to weird stuff.
It's not me either. The only texture thing I don't like is when my teeth feel sticky, like Jolly Ranchers, Coca-Cola.
You get all that
it's like
Jolly
a
Rancher
film
underneath
or something
you,
on your teeth, and it's just when you grit your teeth, you feel it sticking together, and I hate that feeling. That's probably the only texture thing that I hate about food. So I guess I'm not really.
When you eat Fruity Pebbles or something, you get that that lining on the top of the roof of your mouth.
I guess
I get that.
Never really.
Yeah, try some Fruity Pebbles and then just kind of throw your tongue up in the top of your roof of your mouth.
I do indulge in the.
It's that Fruity Pebbles. It just creates a weird,
I've never noticed that.
A weird.
Maybe you got a
feeling.
Weird tongue.
I could have a weird roof on my mouth too.
Or that.
Science.
You got a slimy tongue.
Rule.
You got a frog tongue.
Whoa.
Over
there? Start calling plays like this.
All right.
So Washington.
I don't even know. We started talking about burnt toast. Emmanuel Forbes. Back to where we were at.
Washington.
Yeah, their defense isn't that crazy. And Lattimore's going to lock up Evans. Give me the Commanders.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Tampa Bay's defense has been sus this year too.
Yeah, that's who.
Very just.
This game's going to be an over. That's for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Especially with the Week 1 battle that they had. Jaden Daniels has some added motivation.
They did have a Week 1 battle that Jaden Daniels lost to.
Mm-hmm. 37-20. So that would have definitely went over.
All right.
And the final game of Wild Card Weekend, we got Minnesota at the Rams. Rams plus 1.5. In the dome. Could be getting flexed out to Arizona due to the LA wildfires going on out there. Sends our condolences and hope everything gets fixed out there for sure. That's a rough one for California. So, and I'm going to back the LA Rams. They got something, these fires, we're going to freaking win. We're going to win for the people that homes were,
I like it.
And that's why we're going to take the plus 1.5. We're going to take the Rams money line.
The Rams are going to put the city on their back, whether they're in the city or not in the city.
We're going to see.
Remember.
We're going to see Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua and Kyron Williams in their finest form in this game. But it's all going to be driven by the one centralized motor of it all, Matthew Stafford.
What?
And this man,
the gear
that keeps the engine
primed
turning.
Gear.
He's the on and off switch to the entire machine itself. And he's about to turn it on. And that's what I predict.
I like it.
The
And
Rams.
Darnold looked like ass last week.
Yeah.
And that's what you don't want in the playoffs is, unless you're resting players, you do not want to go in cold
Mm-hmm.
in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And
And
the Vikings are the equivalent of the Cowboys in the playoffs. They always lose. They always look really good in the season, and then everyone knows they're going to get their ass kicked.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
with you. I'm going to take the Rams.
you get beat by the Giants in the playoffs, we're not even gonna. No.
Yeah,
No.
that's their fault because you just can't forget that.
Yep. So if you take this slate right here of the Chargers money line, Baltimore money line, Buffalo money line, Packers money line, Washington money line, and the Rams money line, that comes up to just over plus 3,100, $15 to pay, about $500. So that's a fun little six leg that I'm gonna definitely be adding for funsies' sake.
Sounds like you already added.
I already did.
If you said $15.
Somebody was mapping this out.
All right. I like that. Yeah. 3,100. Yeah. Put $10 on there.
Yeah. Why not?
I'll do 15. I'll do 20.
Okay, well then, if you win, you might have.
Put your savings on it. Do not do that.
Mortgage.
Do not do that.
They got a second mortgage.
Do not. If anything, put it on the over for the Commanders and Bucks if you really want to do that.
Yeah, I think that one, from what I remember, was the highest out of all the totals. I think actually it might have been that Minnesota and Rams game too. I think they think that's going to go pretty high.
I don't even know what the over and under is, but I'll take it.
All right,
It'd be like 66.
Yeah, that's like college. Like college football games will be
Yeah.
like 72. It's like, what the fuck are we doing?
And then it'll hit
Yeah, it'll be
every time.
It'll be like 89 points total.
Easy.
It's like it
'Cause
was
the
always
team will
the
win like 79-10.
And then every Iowa game ever is under 40 points. It's like
this year, it was
33 and a
different,
half.
though. There were some bettors that probably lost some money because
Mm-hmm.
they had some overs.
Especially in the bowl
I
game.
was scoring this year.
The bowl game, it definitely went over. 24-27, Mizzou
Yeah.
getting the dub. Shout out Brady Cook in his final year. That's it. It's one clap. That's all you get. All
That
right.
wasn't even a clap. That was a taint.
All right.
All right.
That's going to wrap it up for Super Wildcard Weekend predictions.
Hey, win some money out there.
Brought to you in part by Breeze Kings.
Yes. The
The
Breeze Kings. Not Fan Dick or Draft No or ESPN Never. It doesn't matter.
still said the full line.
I know. I realize that. Don't come after us, ESPN, please. But
CT
it's
ESPN.
always Breeze Kings. It was always Breeze Kings.
Absolutely.
So
Breeze Kings has the
go
best
check
odds.
it out.
New casino opening up in
To be determined, but new casino opening for Breeze Kings.
Speaking of
All
new
right.
casinos, we're opening up to the next segment, Top 5 Life.
Yes.
Welcome back, Top 5 Life.
Yes, a new segment that we'll bring probably once a month or something. 'Cause
Yeah.
There's only so much happening in a lifetime that you can gather in, you know? You
Right.
can't try to throw everything in
And those who
so quickly.
are not familiar with it, it's Top 5 Life is it's not necessarily what we like or hate, but it's something that is just really big a part of our lives at that point, and it's in 5 different categories and none in any order. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
just like, hey, it's just like that moment when you think to yourself, like, hey, this is awesome.
Yep.
Like, this is what I love about life.
So,
Is this
man,
moment right here.
we're living in this right now.
Yeah.
And that's what it makes you take a step back and feel. You
It
feel
can be
it.
when you get off of work, you finally got done with dinner, shower, whatever, and you can finally sit down and watch your
Mhm.
show. That right there, that's Top 5 Life.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's a generic Top 5 Life. Let's get into our Top 5 Life.
Kick it off.
Hmm.
Number 1. Number 5.
Number 3. Number 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Remember, no particular
Happy
order.
New Year. Casino.
Number 1. New Year's Casino.
Yes.
We visited the casino of the Ameristar.
Second time.
Yeah,
fun time.
second time for a New Year's Day. Both walked out with just about $60 each. So
Yeah, yeah. Didn't really expect anything. Honestly, I
yeah,
was expecting full loss of money.
yeah, you got to find got to enjoy the video blackjack or the normal blackjack tables, whichever you prefer. I loved playing the video poker there for a while. That really actually made me about 20 or $30
Wow,
just from doing the
I
video poker
tried
there.
that like two hands, and I was like, back to
You had to do the triple double and then bet the max. And then I got a couple full houses and they paid out like
black. Nice,
15, $20 each.
nice. Yeah, I just did
Pretty
slots and
similar.
blackjack. But anyways, yeah. Going to the casino on New Year's is a vibe. It really is
Yeah,
because they've got gigantic balloons. I've never seen a balloon this big, but like literally the size of the living room for sure.
at
One
least.
balloon was, and then TVs everywhere with the time going down,
Every
music
every
blowing.
area.
They had a DJ, and
Yeah.
then yeah, they had these balloons over. I don't know if you've been to Ameristar, but there's an upper level, and then under the level, there's more.
Yeah.
But across the railings was just these collective of balloons that were released on New Year's. So
It was great.
I don't know. It's just really cool.
Yeah,
It's a fun little time for everyone to get together and
absolutely.
celebrate. And all the people there, it's not crowded, but it's nice at the same time.
You're gonna be
If that
walking
makes
around.
sense.
You're
Yeah.
gonna be walking around to find a machine to use, a slot
Oh
machine.
yeah.
Like
But
if you're
right
trying,
after 12, the real better stay.
like
And then
I
the
was
people
looking
that were
for
there to celebrate gone.
I was looking for the Buffalo slot machines as much as I could.
You're not
Taken after
finding it.
taken after taken after taken. I
Buffalo.
won like 30, $40. Oh, dude, I love the Buffalo games. That just sucks me in. I
Who
just feel
doesn't?
empowered.
Who doesn't love the Buffalo, man? Makes you
Buffalo!
start.
When it yells Buffalo, it's so fucking funny.
I see it on ads all the time. It never goes away on
Yeah,
my phone.
I feel like I got more of them after I left the casino too that day. Like the past,
Easy. Yeah, me
like
too.
within
That's
the
always
past
how it is,
week.
though.
Yeah,
All right, next. Snow.
snow.
Yeah, easy.
If you're in the general
If you
Midwest
hate
section,
snow, are you all right? Like, there's some people that are like, I don't like the snow. I hate it when it snows.
that's the coasts. And I'm
I get
talking,
not liking being cold, but
yeah.
snow's a blast.
As long as you don't have to work in it. That's the only time snow is terrible, is when you have to go to work in it.
That's true.
And I'm not talking like you go to drive somewhere and you get into a heated building. I'm talking like
Even
you
driving
work.
is a pain.
Definitely driving is a pain, especially when we found out trying to get your car removed from the snow yesterday.
Yes. Yeah.
Rest in peace to the undercarriage. But
It'll be
snow.
all right.
So if you were in the Midwest, you are aware of the massive couple feet, it feels like, of snow that we have just taken in, and
Nice.
we'll take in some more this upcoming weekend.
Yeah.
Um,
And
but yeah,
I'm excited for that too. I mean, as a kid, you got school canceled,
hmm
and then you can do anything you want in the snow.
hmm
And then, I mean, now what's stopping you from going and sledding? Have a couple drinks with the boys and go sledding.
couple Baileys and some hot chocolates and go
Yes.
sledding.
Yeah. Or a classic snowball fight. Get Elf up in there and just start just windmilling some balls out.
Whoa,
Balls.
windmilling balls.
But
Gonna-
yeah, snow's awesome. That's top 5 life for sure.
Absolutely,
Anytime it snows, I'm like, let's go.
love snow. Love snow. Haven't gone sledding yet. Will to go sledding.
We have acquired sled.
We have acquired sled, plurals. So
Sled parenthesis S.
it's perfect snow right now for it too. It's not. I mean, it's packing pretty nice. You kind of like it to be maybe a little more powdery than it is, instead of how hard it is, just because how cold it is right now.
I need it to melt, and then just slightly, like
Just
just
slightly.
a little bit of melt, and then completely ice over on the top. That way, just right down the hill.
Yeah. Some
I feel like when it's more powdery, you squish in and get that grass.
yeah. I'm just talking just a little bit, just to get a little bit of a
Here's
a
what we're
slide.
hoping for. Right now, we got packed snow. We're getting more snow. We need that powdery snow
right on top, like a little
on top of the
like a
packed snow.
garnish,
Yeah, a garnish.
a garnished.
The icing on the cake.
Let
brother.
us know.
Let us know.
All right.
Yeah, moving on. Kind of going with that, prepping for disasters. Now, you might be thinking, why would this be top 5 life?
Yeah, what is top 5 about having to prep for a disaster? It's a disaster coming.
Yeah, kind of going off the whole vibe thing.
It's just something you
It's
feel.
when you're going to the store and it's completely packed and everyone's freaking out and you're just kind
Mhm.
of sitting back, smiling, having a good time, just grabbing lettuce and tomato for some smash burgers. That's top 5 life right there. When you got the whole full parking lot at every grocery store, I mean that's just something you don't really
You're standing in
see a
line.
lot. I mean, you see it. I mean, I haven't. Last time was probably COVID when I saw like stores freaking out like that.
Yeah.
So it's just like I don't know. It's just kind of cool to see, I guess.
Yeah. Especially when you're standing in line for 20 minutes, like you said, to just buy tomatoes, onions, and
Yeah,
lettuce
yeah. And
and
then kind
buns.
of going off earlier, school gets canceled.
Mhm.
That's awesome. Work closes. That's awesome. You're at home for a couple of days doing what you needed to get done, what you want to get
Yeah.
done, movies you want to watch, shows you need to see,
Yep.
music you need to listen to, stuff you
Absolutely.
need to draw. I
Mhm.
mean, I could keep going. It's nice. Now, we don't want any worse disasters that
No.
actually make it to where
These
it's
are only
bad. But
minor winter storms like
disasters is
we were affected with.
honestly an exaggeration, but couldn't think of another word, I guess. But
All right, number
yeah,
4, griddles.
griddles.
You know what's nice about a griddle?
You
You
do
can
anything you
make
want.
you can make like 8 burgers at a time, 10 burgers at a time. And then later on in the day, if you're feeling bacon and eggs, you can cook like fucking 15 eggs
Yeah,
and like 2 packs of bacon on it. And
yeah.
then it's like, boom.
And then
It
you know
just
what?
cooks.
Pancakes?
It's
Yeah,
flat.
sure. But I want a long cake, a long pancake.
Pancake the long
Make it
way.
2 of them. Pancake the long way.
Pancake the long way. You
Why is
know,
that not a thing?
dude, what if you get sausage links and you make long pancakes like a bun? You get like a hot
Why
dog.
doesn't IHOP or Denny's or something step up their game in the cake? Why is it they're triangle
Yeah,
pancakes? Or like you said, why isn't there like
not French toast
burger
sticks.
pancakes? You got the pancakes, the egg, and
Yeah,
the get creative up in
we
here.
need pancake sticks, like French toast sticks, but pancakes in a stick.
Pancake pizza. That sounds generational right there.
Like a
Actually,
breakfast
I think we
pancake
have to keep
pizza.
that one locked up.
We could,
We might have to cut that one
yeah,
out
we're
and
gonna
just do that
we'll have
ourselves.
to cook that one later.
Um,
Yeah, so griddles, man,
yeah.
they're great.
If you don't have a griddle, you're probably like, I don't need a griddle. You need a griddle. You don't think you need one.
You need a griddle.
And I got one for Christmas, and they're goated. So,
You need a griddle.
all right.
Number 5, the feeling you get when you take that first sip of your favorite drink. You
When
know,
you get all 23 ingredients and flavors of that Dr. Pepper, that first shot of Dr. Peppy, it's a good day. When that first drop hits the tongue,
it's just like
it's like a nicotine buzz.
it's like if you've ever seen American Dad and Steve's talking about how he only drinks the first half of the soda because he doesn't like how the last half of the soda like feels,
And
tastes.
that makes sense.
And of course, I would never waste a soda. I would drink the whole damn thing.
Well, yeah.
But it's got a valid point to it because once you get that first taste, whether it be soda or tea or whatever you like, it's whatever drink. That first just bit of it's like this is glorious, but then you get about halfway, you almost get a little pessimistic. Like
What's that one? Alka-Seltzer Plus or
Alka Seltzer Plus,
what's it called? Alka-Seltzer? Is that what it is? It's
Alka
just a
Seltzer.
carbonation thing.
Yeah, like a little tab you drop in your
They should
drink.
like little
It's like a
mini ones where you can just throw it in your soda or whatever to make it recarbonated, so we can fix that at the end.
a little recarbonization tablet.
Yeah, maybe not Alka-Seltzer, but there should
But like,
be
yeah, the way it
a food purpose.
that'd be crazy.
What?
All right, we're gonna have to cut that one too.
Yeah,
that
we're
one's
cooking
that's
right
gonna be
now,
a lot
honestly,
of money.
in the inventions. Shark Tank, look out. All right? We're
Yeah.
on our way with multiple items.
We're gonna open up a new TV show called The Dolphins Tank.
At noon.
It's just gonna be us playing with dolphins.
It's just a bunch of Tyreeks in a tank.
We just have the entire dolphins football team just fighting each other to the death, like Gladiator.
They should at this point.
It's fair.
All right.
All right.
So that will complete our top 5 Lyfe.
Thank you.
Moving on to our last segment, Bet Time, where we will each come to you with a parlay from us individually. And hoping you rock with us and we can win some money together.
We're gonna ball. We're gonna
Start
ball
with
these.
yours, sir. What is yours?
I have a beautiful little 3-pick parlay,
Okay.
averaging out about plus 148.
Averaging? Your parlay is like
Well-
balling right now, or
Well, we got to think. Breeze Kings will always give you the best odds, but
that's true.
these other snobby, shardy,
snobby.
shady, they're just not good sports books. They're not going to give you that.
No. I see what you mean by the average now. You have to average in the bad with our good. You know,
It's a struggle. It is a
unfortunate what we
struggle.
have to do, but
Kicking off the 3-pick parlay, we're going to take the Chargers plus 3.5.
a little alternate spread. I see.
Little alternate spread here.
Yes.
Like I said, like we talked about earlier, Chargers are going to win. In the event that some odd fiasco takes place, I'm going to cover my ass by
There's
3.
always a fiasco. So
Always a little fiasco here and there. Baltimore's money line. This one I thought about getting cute with, but then I said no. Just take the money line. We don't need to do minus 2.5, and the Steelers lose by 2, and then I'm screwed or something like that. So yeah. Ravens money line. That's going to take number 2. Green Bay plus 8.5. I'm covering them 1 full score, including that 8 points, because that still is 1 score.
you never know.
So yeah, those are my 3 picks.
All right, I like it.
I'm going to take that. I will also be adding Buffalo's money line into there as well for a couple other picks.
Okay.
So that gets it up
with
to
mine,
about,
I might put in that over I was talking about earlier. But anyways,
yeah.
Mine is a 4-pick, and it seems as if I forgot to put down the total odds of it, but I think it was around 234 from what I remember. But anyways, starting off with Baker Mayfield 200 passing yards and Matthew Stafford 200 passing yards. Both of those guys throw the ball all the time, and they've been pretty solid for me all year. So yeah, I'm going to rock with them there. And then a little 2 SGP with the Chargers money line. Or no, the Chargers plus 4.5. And then Justin Herbert with 200 yards. So it's a throwing fest, and the Chargers plus 4.5.
Okay. I like it.
And
like
even if you don't want to do those other passing yards, you can still do Justin Herbert passing yards in the money line, and that's still plus 199. But I don't know the overall. I didn't write it down, but I think from what I remember, it was plus
230 something. Yeah. Yeah. You can find those on Breeze Kings. And that's going to wrap it up for Bet Time. That's going to wrap it up for the episode. Thank you for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. Lets you know when we post so you can watch us.
Good luck to all your favorite teams out there.
Absolutely.
Besides anyone playing us.
Yes.
So you Chargers / Broncos. Good luck.
Yeah. Hey, shout out both of us having 2 of our divisional rivals in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's tragic. It's really tragic.
Not even a shout out.
Doesn't even feel right.
Pretty unfortunate. But anyways, we'll sulk later. Peace.